What are market bubbles? Golden Retriever loves apples more than anything in the entire world. Golden Retriever has been collecting apples since he was a tiny puppy, storing them in his favorite wooden basket in the backyard. One sunny Tuesday morning, Golden Retriever discovered something absolutely mind-blowing. His neighbor, German Shepherd, was willing to trade 2 tennis balls for just one of Golden Retriever's regular red apples. This seemed like the most amazing deal Golden Retriever had ever heard of in his entire life. Word spread quickly throughout the entire neighborhood dog park, and suddenly every single dog wanted Golden Retriever's apples desperately. How do market bubbles start growing? The excitement began when Border Collie, who works as a veterinary assistant downtown, heard about German Shepherd's trade and immediately offered 3 squeaky toys for 1 apple. Golden Retriever's tail wagged so hard, he nearly knocked over his water bowl. Then Labrador, who lives 3 houses down the street, offered 5 delicious bacon treats for just 1 apple. Golden Retriever couldn't believe his incredibly good fortune. Every dog in the neighborhood started talking about these magical apples that were apparently worth more than their weight in treats and toys combined. Why do prices keep going up so dramatically? Golden Retriever noticed that more and more dogs kept showing up at his backyard fence every single day, all desperately wanting his apples. Beagle offered his entire collection of chew bones. Poodle brought her favorite blanket and 2 rope toys. Even grumpy old Bulldog, who never trades anything with anyone, showed up with his prized frisbee and a bag of premium dog food. The demand was absolutely incredible, and Golden Retriever realized he could ask for almost anything he wanted in exchange for his apples. What makes bubbles grow bigger and bigger? Golden Retriever started hearing wild stories from dogs across town. Some dogs were apparently trading their entire toy collections for just 1 apple. Others were giving up their comfortable beds and favorite walking leashes. The craziest part was that none of these dogs actually wanted to eat the apples themselves. They were all convinced they could trade them to other dogs for even more valuable items tomorrow. Golden Retriever heard that some dogs, 3 neighborhoods away, were offering entire doghouses for single apples, which seemed completely insane, but also incredibly exciting. The bubble reaches its peak when everyone gets involved. Even cats started showing up, which Golden Retriever found particularly suspicious, since cats typically hate dogs and definitely don't care about apples at all. The mailman mentioned that dogs in the next city were apparently trading cars for apple collections. Golden Retriever's human family started getting phone calls from strangers wanting to buy apples for thousands of dollars each. The whole situation felt magical and terrifying at the same time, like when Golden Retriever found that really big stick but wasn't sure if he could actually carry it home. Hey there, fellow dog lovers and apple enthusiasts. If you're enjoying Golden Retriever's wild apple adventure and learning something new about market bubbles, how about giving us a paw up with a subscription? Golden Retriever gets so excited seeing new friends join the pack. His tail practically creates its own windstorm. Drop a comment below and tell Golden Retriever about the craziest trade you've ever made. Did you ever trade your lunch for Pokemon cards? Golden Retriever wants to hear every single detail because he thinks you're all absolutely amazing humans who deserve endless belly rubs. Want block 2. 500 words. When do market bubbles burst dramatically? One Wednesday morning, Golden Retriever woke up to discover something absolutely devastating. Persian Cat, who had been offering his entire scratching post collection for apples, suddenly announced that he actually preferred oranges and didn't want apples anymore. This news spread faster than Golden Retriever chasing a squirrel through the park. Within hours, several other cats backed out of their trades completely. German Shepherd, who started this whole apple craze, suddenly realized he actually needed his tennis balls more than he needed apples and asked for his trade back. What happens during the crash? The panic spread through the neighborhood like wildfire during a barbecue. Dogs who had been desperately trying to get apples just yesterday were now trying to get rid of them as quickly as possible. Border Collie offered to trade back all the squeaky toys, but only wanted half an apple in return. Labrador decided bacon treats were actually more valuable than apples and withdrew his offer entirely. Golden Retriever watched in complete shock as dogs who had been climbing over each other to get apples were now running away from his backyard faster than they run from the vacuum cleaner. Why do bubbles always end badly for most participants? Golden Retriever learned that many dogs had borrowed toys from other dogs to make their apple trades, promising to pay back double the toys later. Beagle had borrowed chew bones from 5 different dogs in the neighborhood, expecting to trade them for apples, and then trade those apples for even more bones. When the apple prices collapsed, Beagle ended up owing more bones than he could ever hope to collect in his entire lifetime. Several dogs lost their favorite toys, blankets, and even their cozy sleeping spots because they had bet everything on apples, continuing to increase in value forever. How can you recognize a market bubble before it pops? Golden Retriever realized there were warning signs he should have noticed earlier. When cats started getting involved, that should have been a red flag, because cats never care about the same things dogs care about. When dogs started borrowing toys, they didn't have to trade for apples. That was another warning sign. The biggest red flag was when dogs stopped wanting apples to eat or enjoy, and only wanted them to trade to other dogs for profit. Golden Retriever learned that when everyone thinks something will make them rich quickly and easily, that's usually when prices are about to crash, harder than Golden Retriever jumping off the couch. What's the lesson about market bubbles? Golden Retriever discovered that real value comes from things you actually want and can use, not from things other people want temporarily. His apples were delicious and nutritious, which was their true value all along. The trading frenzy was exciting, but ultimately unsustainable because it was based on excitement rather than actual usefulness. Golden Retriever decided to keep his apples for eating and sharing with real friends, rather than trying to get rich quick through crazy trades with strangers. Golden Retriever hopes you learned something valuable about market bubbles today without losing any of your favorite toys in the process. If this video helped you understand how bubbles work, please subscribe and help Golden Retriever reach more wonderful humans who deserve to learn about finance in the most adorable way possible. Share in the comments what financial topic Golden Retriever should explain next. Should he tackle investment strategies with tennis balls, or maybe explain inflation using dog treats? Golden Retriever reads every single comment and gets so happy that his humans worry he might wag his tail right off. You're the best pack a Golden Retriever could ask for, and Golden Retriever sends you all the biggest, fluffiest virtual hugs.